Hi, welcome to my channel, Takoyaki Tarot. There's like fire trucks and ambulance outside right now. Okay, so today is March 1st, 2024. March 1st, 2024, which is a Friday. February already passed, January already passed. So before I get started, I want to remind anyone that's watching that these messages are not going to resonate with everyone, and that's okay. If they resonate with you and gives you clarity, great. If it does not, then they'll force it to be your story. Okay, so I want to tell you about a dream that I had. Very interesting dream, actually. But before I do that, I was going to say something important, but I guess it doesn't really matter. So, let me change that lighting. March 1st. I keep getting the feeling that there's something very significant about events taking place in March. Or events that are attempting to take place in March. So okay, so I want to tell you about a dream that I had. I got my hair up, but it doesn't matter. So in the dream, I was outside. Like a bunch of stuff already happened, blah 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 blah. But I'm only gonna tell you about this part of the dream. But I feel like this is the part that's really like sticking to me, I guess, all morning. So I want to share it with the collective. So I was outside, right? I was outside, and I was going somewhere or whatever. It's actually the only reason why I was outside in the first place is because I had just come down a mountain. So blah blah blah, blah whatever. And I'm outside, and there's like two trees. There's one to like the left of me that's more within my line of sight, and then there's one to like a little bit to the right, but farther off, still in my line of sight, but a little farther off. And in each tree there was a turkey vulture. Now, if you don't know what a turkey vulture is, I'm actually very, I like turkey vultures. I think they're one of Mother Nature's interesting creatures because they mostly feed on cadaver, like Tasmanian devils. If you don't know what cadaver is, it's basically just like dead animals, dead plants. They're like nature's cleanup crew, if you will. All right? And the way they look is very interesting to me. I find them to be very interesting birds. So turkey vultures, they may not seem the cutest, but I can assure you their role in society is very important. So, but anyways, back to the dream, right? So definitely look up turkey vultures. They mostly feed on cadavers. They're not related to buzzards. Buzzards are related to hawks, but that's not the point. Anyways, So yeah, in the dream, in the trees, there were in each tree there was a turkey vulture. And one tree, the one turkey vulture that was just. I remember I had walked out. I looked up in the tree, and the turkey vulture looked at me, and we were just looking at each other, just very still, just very still, just looking at each other. And then I took my eyes off of it, and I looked at the other tree in front of me. And that tree, there was another turkey vulture, but that turkey vulture had its wings opened, and it was making its way toward me to attack me, and it actually came to attack me, and it had me by like my neck. And I remember thinking, I'm like, oh my god, I gotta do something because this thing is trying to like unalive me. I gotta get this off of me. And I'm trying to fight it, trying to fight it, trying to fight it. And I remember I grabbed, because at that point it was trying to like sink its beak into my neck. And I remember grabbing its like head or neck. It was like the weird, like I could just feel like the skin on it. It just felt so weird, like just like balding skin. I don't know. It was so like it just felt weird. And it just felt like very like sagging skin. Remember, and the entire time it's like trying to like sink its beak into my neck, trying to like unalive me. It's like attacking me. And I remember I'm like, oh my god, this thing is like trying to unalive me. I gotta fight back. I gotta do something. I gotta do something. And then I'm trying. We're like fighting. And finally, I was able to like beat it up and like rip it off of me. And I'm in the dream. I'm like, help. And then like a slew of support came around me, like friends, other creatures came around, and I guess I just walked away. So the point of this dream, if you're wondering, you're like, what the hell does that mean? Blah, 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 right? The point of this dream is that, because I did some research on it. By the way, each turkey vulture was a different color. The one that was just staring at me was a different color, and the one in the tree was a different color. The one in the tree was red. The one that was like attacking me, that one was red. The one that was just staring at me, very still, that one was blue. So, I'll get to that, the colors, if I remember in a minute, but the whole point of the dream is kind of a warning. And it's basically saying somebody is waiting for you to make a mistake so that way they can swoop in. And what do vultures do? They like eat the scraps, right? Like turkey vultures, for like I said, their nature is cleanup crew, right? So in this situation, it would be like somebody they're waiting for you to make a mistake so that way they can swoop in and like take whatever is left over, or take the credit to something, or like waiting for something to happen to you so that way they can feed off of and like whatever's left over from you. Not to be like gruesome or anything, but it's kind of like either they're waiting for a mistake or they're waiting for something to happen to you, so they can, either way, the whole point of that is so that way they can benefit. But it's gonna have to be like either by you making a mistake, they're gonna benefit from that mistake, or something is gonna happen to you and they're gonna benefit from that. For example, the best way I can put it is somebody put out a life insurance policy on you. Something happens to you, they get the money. The best way I can put it, so you can understand what I'm talking about. Now, I'm not saying this is about life insurance policy. I'm not saying this is like that. But that's like what a vulture would like do. They wait for something to happen, like a mistake, or like the moment that they can swoop in for the kill. Okay? So that they can swoop in and take whatever they feel like they can get. So yeah, be cautious, be aware, and be careful what you say too. be careful of the things that you say. I feel like there's also somebody that's lurking around. They're like circling you. So if there's somebody that's like circling your energy or circling around you, whether it's in your dreams or just like here and there at your neighborhood or at your job or in your home, it can even be like a family member, for example, like, depending on your situation, like whoever is lurking around like behind corners and shit like that, that's the vulture. That's who that person is. And a lot of it has to do because in the dream, blue symbolizes especially like bluebirds, and turkey vulture is a bird. Although there's specifics on the kind of color, the kind of bird, but I'm not gonna get into that. Usually too, uh, it represents like enlightenment, your third crown, or your third eye chakra, enlightenment, seeing, insights, truth. So there's something that and somebody is trying to like get rid of you, or there's like there's something about a truth. Um, yeah. Yeah, you have a collective. There's a vulture around you. They're waiting. But the thing is, too, because in the dream, I was able to fight it off. Like, I'm like, I know I don't want to, like, be unalive. Like, this is not okay with me, right? Like, so in the dream, I'm fighting back, and I'm like, help, help. And it's so funny, because every time I say help in my dream, like, I get, like, a slew of support. But, I was like, help. Once I was able to do what I could on my own, like beat up this turkey vulture and like getting it off my back and shit like that, it was on the ground, and then I was like, help. And then that's when like everybody came, and I was just like, all right, you guys got this, I'm leaving, bye. I feel like, not to be extreme with it, but I feel like somebody would like, in a way, either put their life on the line or put their reputation on the line just so that way they can like attack you, or they've been putting their reputation on the line by attacking you. This person's very, very angry. Very angry. I mean, like, I don't know. I could just feel like this one turkey vulture. I could just feel like it wanted nothing more than to just unalive me. It just wanted me gone. Like, to, like, just, like, it was just, I don't know. And I'm just like, oh, wow. Like, this bird is really, like, and this bird really means to kill me, right? Like, that's, so I'm like, I have no choice but to fight back. Karmic family. So these could be your karmic family members that are trying to benefit when it comes to you, or they're waiting for something to happen to you so that way they can benefit off of it. So you could be, oh my god, all right, I'm sorry, give me a second, because I'm trying to say like 10 things at once right now. You could know about this, you could be shown this, you could be told this, like this is a universe, like a warning from God, like God is telling you like what's about to happen, or what's trying to happen, or what these people or this person is trying to make happen. Remember in the beginning of the video, I had said something like, an attempt for certain events to take place, especially in March. And in my last video, I had mentioned something that, like, I just heard like a conversation. I heard part of a conversation, and it was a woman, and she said, we're running out of applications to fill out." That was like a I don't know. I just heard it. A woman was like, and the way she sounded, like she was like nervous and like she was rushing and nervous. Like we're running out of applications to fill out. My left ear is slightly ringing. Um. So yeah, it could be karmic family members, a person around you. There's somebody that's lurking around you. Like they're lurking in your energy. They're waiting. That person is waiting for something to happen. Like they're waiting for you to make a mistake, so that way they can swoop in and benefit off of that mistake, or something to happen to you, and they can swoop in and benefit off of that. I feel like it's either or, but at the same time, it's both. Like the mistake is going to end into your demise, and then they'll be able to swoop in and benefit off of that. But they need you out of the way, because I'm telling you, this turkey vulture, it's like it was just like, I just knew that its only desire in that moment was just to unalive me. I just knew it, and I'm like, oh my god, okay, so I really gotta fight back, right? Like I really gotta do something about this, because this, like, to this bird, it's like life or death. Hold on one second, I gotta check on her. All right, I'm back. Sorry. What was I saying? Yeah, anyways. Your brother. So this could be a blood brother, a brother by marriage, or somebody that you consider very close to you. Like my brother from another mother kind of thing. My sister from another mister kind of thing. I feel like whoever these people are, so it could be a brother working with your karmic family members. They're hoping to gain victory off of your demise. This is, yeah. You know what was crazy too? Because I knew something was about to happen, because the one in the tree was just looking at me. And it was so still and stoic, and it made me like just stop everything. And it made me like just slowly walk. And I looked at the other tree, and I'm like, oh, this is not going to be good. 999 release, let go, will no longer serving you. So if these people, for example, if these people are waiting for something to happen to you by your own hand, it's most likely not going to happen, especially if you've released certain things that are no longer good for you, certain mindsets, certain habits. Certain relationships. That's I feel like that's their problem right now. So if you've let go of things that no longer are serving you, right? And these people's plan was to get you to end your own demise by these bad habits of yours, these bad relationships of yours, these sicknesses of yours, whatever it is, you let it go, right? You let them go. You moved on. You're healed. You're whatever. But for some reason, these people are like, they need, I don't know why I keep getting like insurance. We're running out of applications to fill out. Proverbs 24:28. Do not be a witness against your neighbor without cause, for would you deceive with your lips? These people are lying about you, collective. So let's say you no longer drink anymore. They're lying and saying that you do still drink. It's very simple things like that. And so because they're on their end, they're saying, oh yeah, the collective does this, the collective does this, the collective is doing that. They're waiting for like the opportunity to arise where they can like see you drink or they see you do whatever. You need to be careful about the things that you do and say within the next month. I feel like somebody wants to use something against you. You know how the only thing I'm thinking of is like conservatorship. You remember how the whole thing with Britney Spears and her conservatorship, right? Like they made her seem like she was crazy in order to like gain access to all her money. So it's like that. But in this situation, it would be like they need to prove that you're this, or they need to prove that this is going on or that's going on in order to gain something from that. Right? This could be on a large scale or on a very small scale. Also, I don't know if you know this, and I'm gonna tell you this fun fact about insurance because this is the only thing. The insurance thing is the only thing that keeps coming up. Let's say you take out a life insurance policy, right, on yourself or whatever the case it is, and you take out a certain amount, so you have to put money in. There's this thing where you can borrow that some of that money. Like I said, let's say you want to buy a house, right? You can borrow money from that life insurance policy to buy a house or to buy a car. I don't know if you guys know that, but look into that because I feel like I was reading an article about something like that. There are some life insurance policies where if you take out a life insurance policy, you can borrow and from that life insurance policy even though you're still alive. All right? So I feel like, let's say somebody took out a life insurance policy on you and they need to be like, I don't know what the word is, like a beneficiary. So they need to prove that in order for them to use that money, they are the main beneficiary of that money, that life insurance policy, and that you're like really, really sick or mentally unwell or like you're unalived. You're no longer here. Whatever it is that they need access to it, but you're in the way. You living and breathing and walking and talking is in the way. This is not going to resonate with everyone, obviously. That's common sense, so please use common sense. But I'm just telling you what's coming up, all right? But again, if this doesn't resonate with you, then like don't. What do I say? Don't make it yours, right? So it's very simple. Don't make it yours if it doesn't resonate. But for those that do, like this does resonate with, this is what's coming up. So yeah, I don't know if you knew that about life insurance policies, but that's a thing. Cause I was gonna a couple years ago, I was gonna take out a life insurance policy on myself, so that way if anything happens to me, my daughter would be taken care of. And that was one of the things that I read, like if she ever needed money or if I ever needed money, we could borrow from that life insurance policy. And I thought that was a very interesting thing. So I never did it though. I haven't gotten around to it. But yeah. And it would also like prevent, I don't know, family members from being like, oh, we need money to pay for the funeral, or we need money to pay for this house or whatever this, I don't know. But yeah, that's a thing that you can do with that. practice self-love is on the bottom, which is good. Also, that's also a good sign because you're releasing things of what is no longer serving you and you're practicing self-love. That's good because that is a sure sign that you are fighting back. Right? It could be you're fighting against demons, you're fighting against, I don't know, oppression, I don't know. You're just fighting to maintain your happiness and your peace and, you know. My smile is authentic. Look at that. Very nice. So you are truly happy. You're very happy. But for some reason, these people are lying on you or they want to lie on you. Karmic family members and a brother. Q, rebirth. So you could be in your queen era. That's so funny. Q, rebirth. So you've gone through a rebirth. You are now a divine feminine, divine masculine, emperor, empress. I feel like you went up the mountain, you came back down completely different. You've gone through your rebirth. And now somebody is trying to, like, I don't know, reap the benefits off of that or benefit off of that. But there's, I don't know, this person, I don't know. It's like you're in this person's way. VQ. So I'm using my Angel Tarot deck. So if you've gone through a rebirth, they can't, these lies, I feel like somebody is mad because you've gone through a rebirth, so these lies are not sticking. These karmic family members, this brother that's lying on you, it's not sticking. Do not be a witness against your neighbor without cause, for would you deceive with your lips? These are people close to you. Thy neighbor. These are close to you. These are actually, or these are either your neighbors, your coworkers, your family members, or just people that like are around you in somehow, some way. But there's somebody that's like, their only intent right now is to like unalive you somehow, some way. Like I just knew like that's what that bird wanted. Like as soon as it was like trying to like grab my neck and I touched its skin, I was like, oh wow, you really mean death. Like wow, okay, this is what we're doing. Death. That's so funny. Death reverse. They wanna endings and rebirth influences health and longevity. God, the end of the universe. Mamaya, death. So nothing is changing for you, collective. If they're expecting a victory off of you in somehow, in some ways, it's not going to happen. Nothing for you is going to change. No matter how many lies they say, it's not changing the fact that you're, like, you've already released what you had to release. You've already gone through this rebirth. You're truly happy. Like, nothing is going to change. You are where you are. Like, so I feel like this is like a queen. Like, they're trying to attack a queen who's gone through a rebirth. influences health and longevity. Yeah, so again, with that whole example of that I use for like the life insurance policy thing, like nothing's gonna happen to you. You're not gonna be unalived. You're not sick. You're not unhealthy. 999 release, let go of what is no longer serving you. Again, that could be like habits, environments, jobs, ways of thinking, right? It's your mind, body, and soul is pretty healthy, which is going to obviously grant you longevity because you're healthy. You could also naturally, I feel like for a lot of you in the collective, you're supposed to naturally have a long life. Like that's just part of your lifeline, right? Like a long lifeline. That's not going to end. Your long lifeline, your health, nothing's ending for you. That's like your life is not going to end. Your health is not going to end. Your happiness is not going to end. And please don't be like, oh, well, what about sad times and troubled times? Obviously, that's going to happen. Obviously, those are temporary. Everything is temporary. Okay, so get out of that. What I'm trying to say is that, like, for the most part, you're supposed to be living a long, happy, healthy life. And that's not going to change. Despite the trials and tribulations and little things here and there, right? Maybe like your pet died or like, you know, you're having like, I don't know. So, it's part of life, is what I'm trying to say. But the overall picture for you collective is a happy, long, healthy life. Okay? Okay. The devil reversed, the moon reversed. Yeah, so you detach from these people because you know their secrets. You know what's going on. You know what they're hiding. You know what is being... There are things that are being revealed from these people. And the more that you detach from them, the more things are getting revealed. And I feel like if you look close enough and you listen, you will see who the vulture is. Who's like lurking around. They're there, but they're not there. They're close, but they're not close. Granted, you're also detaching yourselves from these people, but like the more you step back and look at the bigger picture, you'll see, like, because I feel like for a lot of you, you're too inside the picture to see what's going around. But like if you take a step back, you know, like if you've ever gone to an art museum, if you're too close to the painting, you only see what's in front of you. But if you step back, you're able to see the entire painting for what it is, and you'll notice a lot of details that you never noticed before. And how a lot of those things in the paintings are actually very connected. Like a line here is actually connected to a line all the way over here. And that line all the way over there connects all the way over here. So you're realizing a lot of these things by taking a step back. You're connecting these things. These are secrets. These secrets are connecting each other. Wow. So that explains that happened. What that happened, that explains this event. This explains what this person said. And what they said explains what happened on this day at this time. You know, it's like that. All right. So the devil, Samael, the severity of God, seduction and downfall, communicates with the dead, teaches the occult and magic. All right. So this brother could be dabbling in dark magic. Yeah, there's so many things that are coming out about their karmic family members. The moon, Gabriel, God is my strength. Divine revelation reveals messages, has the power to destroy. So here's the thing. I feel like these people are trying to destroy you with lies. Meanwhile, you know the truth about these people and you say nothing. And I feel like one of the reasons why these people want to get you out of the way is because you know too many truths about them. Let me tell you something that I actually heard, okay? So you know how people be like, God is about forgiveness, which is true, right? Somebody said, well, if God is about forgiveness, why didn't he forgive the devil? And then the counter to that was, well, the higher you are in rank, the more you know. And because of the more you know, the more severe the consequences are. So I feel like if these people were, if they were just like strangers out on the streets, it wouldn't really matter to you. It wouldn't really matter to God because, you know, you can't expect loyalty from strangers and thieves and all. But the fact that these people are close to you, family members, brothers, sisters, mothers, fathers, uncles, aunts, neighbors, they're close to you in some way, shape, or form. Their punishment is most likely going to be as just as severe. And it's crazy too because the closer someone is to you, my phone just lit up. The easier it is for you to know their secrets. And you know their secrets. You know what they've been hiding, what they're trying to hide. But again, the more you detach yourself, the more you step back and look at the picture, the big picture for what it is, you see all of these things that connect. This happened because of what this person said, and this person said actually relates to this event, and this event relates to this group of people over here. It's like that. But I feel like, in particular, there is a karmic brother dabbling in dark magic, or trying to at least. But it doesn't really matter for you, collective, because you're not attached to these people. You let them go in one shape or form. You're not around these people. And the more you separate yourselves from them, the easier it is for you to see what's going on. That's another reason why they want you out of the picture. You know too much about them. I also feel like these people want to punish you for what you know about them, but at the same time, they don't even know what you know about them. Or they're trying to attempt to punish you for what you know. But at the end of the day, they want to know what you know because they don't know what you know. Alright, I feel like I'm getting off track. I wonder if that's the reading. Six of Pentacles. Wow, yeah. This, let me say this. This brother, this karmic brother, could have been trying to dabble in dark magic or making demons or making deals with demons or pacts with demons for financial gain. Or to like even something out in their life. I feel like it's to even something out in their life. Like they want to be given something. So if, let's say, for example, this karmic brother made a deal with the demon, it was to gain something from that deal. But part of that deal requires to get you out of the way. Six of Pentacles, Eladai, the favorable god, divine grace cures rage and pestilence, absolves the guilty. These people are very guilty. I feel like these people are, they have a lot of shame in them. They have trouble looking at you in the eyes because of the shame that they carry of what they've tried to do, what they've continued to do, what they are trying to do. I feel like these people, I don't know why I keep getting this karmic brother in particular. They want to be gifted so bad, or they want to be given something. But it has to do with like making deals and pacts, like messing with dark magic. Your karmic family members could know this, but they're just turning a blind eye, and instead they just want to lie on you instead. I don't know. Hold on. Okay, she got herself stuck in a box. It's a pancake, baby. You can have it. You want some water? So yeah. Alright, I'll get a couple more. You know what? I just saw. Okay, for example, like this is what I just saw. Let's say you go up on stage and you have a microphone and you start singing and the spotlight is on you. Then there goes the other contestant. They run up on stage, they bump you out of the way, and now they're standing in the spotlight and they took the microphone away from you. That's what I just saw. Where did she go? Wow, she really took my water. Okay. Rule number 1 of being a parent. If you're going to give, I just saw 44.4. If you're going to give your kid your drink, and make sure you get that last gulp in, because if you get it back, it is now considered particle water. You know, you're not in this reading at all, collective. Knight of Swords reverse. Harahel, the all-pervading god, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful toward their parents. That's so great. I love that. Hold on 1 second. Oh, wait. Wait. Careful. Thank you. Okay, leave them right there. Okay, where was that? I'm back. Sorry. Baby girl. Knight of Swords reverse. Knight of Swords, Harahel, the all-pervading god, intellectual richness, protects fertility of women, makes children respectful toward their parents. These people could be, side note, very rude and arrogant, but also aside from that, they're bullies. Or they were a bully to you, or they bullied you, or they wanted to bully you. They want to be very mean, aggressive. I feel like when it comes to you, like, there's something about covert bullies here. Like, they're bullies, but, like, they hide it. They're also aggressive because they're not, whatever magic that they're messing with, whatever deals that they're making with whatever that they're making those deals with, it's making them aggressive because they're not getting the results that they were planning on getting. And that really changed because you've gone through a rebirth. And I've done this reading already, like, multiple times. But I feel like this is coming up because it's like a warning, because it's like, I wonder why this is coming up again now. Why do I have a sprinkle? These are bullies. This karmic brother, karmic family members, they're all bullied, but they're like, like, you gotta really look at the bigger picture to see, like, wow, that person really is a bully. Eight of Pentacles reversed. They're losing things. Why is that the only card that's in reverse? So they could be losing things. That's where that aggressive energy, that anger is coming from. Because what they were hoping to get from these contracts, it's not working out in their favor. They're not getting what they thought they were going to be getting. But instead, they're losing things. And I feel like that's, I don't want to be mean, but it's like a consequences. Like, the closest people to you were the ones to betray you the worst way, in the worst ways possible, or like were your biggest bullies. So of course their consequences are going to be more severe than like a stranger on the street who like disrespects you, because these are your family members. or people that you've known for a very long time. So it's like the disrespect needs to, like, the consequences need to, like, match the disrespect. And it's not just like, it's just from the people because of how close to you. Because remember how I said, like, Satan's punishment is much, much greater because of how close he was and how much, like, he knew when it came to God versus, like, a little human who just, like, disrespects God, like, they may get, like, a slap on their wrist. It's like that. All right, I hope that makes sense. Because I don't want to spend all day, like, explaining that. I feel like that's what I've said so far is, like, self-explanatory. Yeah, they're not getting the blessings that they thought they were going to be getting. Divine grace, but Ace of Pentacles, upright would be divine blessings. They're not being blessed. How are you going to make a deal or try to make contract with demons and devils and expect to be favored? Expect blessings from, like, what? Expect to be in the spotlight, expect to be blessed, expect to be gifted. My friends, that's not how that works. So I feel like that's one of the reasons why they're getting angry and they're aggressive. They're not getting what they thought they were going to be getting, and it's making them very, very aggressive. Let me switch the decks now. I think I'm going to get one more, and then I'm going to call it. Okay, yeah. I just seen the Banshee card. I feel like this is the warning that these people are becoming aggressive. Voices, mischief, yeah. So 999 release, my smile is authentic, mischief, voices, yeah. You're being told about this. You're being told about these people that are trying to, like, lurk around you and trying to, like, they're just watching you and lurking and, like, being around you, circling you. Look at how they're all trying to get inside that house. And then we have voices. You're being told about this. You know about this. Mischief. Keep your eyelids open and sight sharp as nails, for there is something trailing behind your tail. Voices. With a tug at the guts, feel them romance your very breath. Listen to the gentle flickering within your eyes, for this is where they guide. Yeah, you know what's going on, and you don't even have to, like, have your eyes open. Like, your third eye is wide open. You're getting messages, like, God is telling you these things, like, the universe, the nature, blah, 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 everything. Like, you know there's somebody circling around you, waiting for you to, like, slip up or make a mistake, or, like, they're just, it's really for them to benefit off of that. They want to swoop in. All right, so bye.